What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about upcoming horror movies, what I'm looking forward to most, all while opening the new Glamlite and Trick or Treat collab makeup. I didn't put any face makeup on just because of my new piercing. I really don't want to irritate it more than I have to, and I'm already going to be going in with whatever palette I get from this box. I'll do whatever makeup I have in here while talking horror. First off, when it comes to this box, look how beautiful that is. I have been dying to open this for quite some time. It has been sitting here mainly because I've been wanting to do a video with it, and now I'm gonna do it, so we're gonna go ahead and open it. Oh my God, I am so excited. Trick or Treat is probably one of my top 5 favorite horror films, mainly because it just has everything you want in a Halloween horror movie. This is a really cute postcard. Adorable. Trick or Treat, it has werewolves, it has ghouls, everything that you could wish for the night of Halloween. So I actually won't be using my normal eyeliner today because I have this one. It also comes with this really cute Trick or Treat candle. Ooh, very pumpkin-y, anything that you would expect from a Trick or Treat themed box. Oh, this is gonna set the mood perfectly. Everything else comes inside this burlap sack. Very fitting. One thing I love about these boxes is not only can you display them, but you can stash stuff in there. It's a big enough space to where you can even hide books in there. Maybe if you read spicy books. I always had an idea of putting like stickers and pins and things like that in these boxes. And I was using a little Supernatural box that I have, but it's already overflowing. So I'm not talking horror news yet because I want to go over everything that I have in the box and then we can dig into it because I will talk about it as I'm doing my makeup. Of course, we got Trick or Treat palette. Love the holographics. Let's open. Oh, there goes the plastic. Oh, this is definitely giving beautiful fall vibes. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever been so excited about the color orange before. I mean, look at that. Oh, what is this? So if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen Trick or Treat, this is like one of his signature weapons. It's actually a candy bar with a razor in it, which you can kind of see right here. I think that's so awesome where it kind of takes this horrible Halloween nightmare that parents have when their kids go out trick-or-treating, and he turns it into a weapon of his own. Oh, so this is the lip kit. Just so you guys can see. Super cute. Let's see what color. I'm gonna guess it's maybe an orangish color. Not too far off. It's kind of more on the nude side, like a darker nude, but beautiful. I love those colors personally. I believe this is probably a lip gloss. Yep. Lip gloss. This one is an orange color. And then the lip liner, Holly Ho. It honestly just makes me think of South Park, like where he's like, howdy ho. Anyways, so it's Holly Ho though. It's a really pretty color. So this one's also a brown color, as I would expect to go with the lipstick. So there are actually a lot of goodies in here. Ooh, this is a body butter. So this is a body butter. Super cute. Let's see, I'm assuming it's gonna be a pumpkin-y smell, just like the candle. Oh, it even comes with a little like spatula. I don't wanna open it fully because I'm not gonna be using it right now, but that is really cool that it comes with that. I don't know if they meant to put this in here. This can't be right. Glamlite, did you mess up? This came with Tiffany eyelashes. I don't think that that was right. I'm not going to be using those today, but these are cute. I'm definitely not complaining, but this was not part of the package. This is a Trick or Treat box. Okay, so blush duo palette. This is the box. beautiful pink and a deeper tone. Gorgeous. And last but not least, the mirror. This one I would probably have to say is my favorite one because it is the shape of the lollipop. His night, his rules. So I'm just going to show you. You can kind of see my Ice Nine Kills wall back there. So this one's probably my favorite one thus far. So there is the trick or treat box. Okay, so if this was my normal makeup routine, I definitely would be doing face makeup. Usually for these types of things I do just to work out whatever blemishes I have. But I'm not gonna be doing that today. As I said, my eyebrows are already done. I usually do my eyebrows as well. I have to darken them a bit. Otherwise, I feel like I just look weird. Red Bull. Let's get to talking upcoming horror movies that I am super excited about. So far 2025 has been a really good year for horror. I mean, even just the setup for ones that are coming out soon. Hard Eyes was probably one of my favorites. I have not seen Sinners yet. I recently found out that it was a vampire movie. The original trailer that I saw just really didn't give a lot of context what it was about. It definitely looked like something was gonna go down, but I wouldn't have expected vampires. So it is on my list to see. Don't judge me. So one of my most anticipated upcoming horror films that are going to be coming out is actually 28 years later. The first two were chef's kiss, fire, especially the first one. 28 Days Later scared the shit out of me when it first came out because any kind of zombie movie growing up really terrified me because it just seemed a little too real. One of the most terrifying zombie films that I think I've ever seen was probably the remake of Dawn of the Dead. There was something about that film that really got me because especially with the zombies that can run really, really fast. I don't like it. Especially if I were to think that I was in a zombie apocalypse. I would like to think that I could survive, but if those bitches are running, I'm done. I'm out. Even more reason for me to get back to the gym. Like, I feel like that needs to fuel my motivation to go back to the gym. But 28 Days Later, it was just a different kind of zombie film because I feel like you don't really see a lot of them eating people. It was just like more spreading the rage and the disease. But it is scary. I mean, the way that they move, their eyes, even the sounds that they make. It's always the sounds too that get me. I'm very excited. The trailer itself, just the sound of the trailer, it definitely sets the tone for how it's going to be. So I really hope that the movie is just as eerie as the trailer makes it out to be. Next up is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That is also one of my most anticipated horror films that I am really looking forward to. I really enjoyed the first one, even more so than I thought I would. I really thought it was going to be super cheesy in a bad way. Don't get me wrong, I love cheesy films. I had a bad feeling about it, but I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because I love Matthew Lillard. He's just amazing. So of course I'm thinking it has to be good if he's in it, and it was. It absolutely was. So I'm really excited for the second one because I really don't think that, spoiler alert, I don't think that he died in the end like he was meant to. I'm just very curious how this one is going to play out versus the first one. I'm also kind of interested with the new I Know What You Did Last Summer remake. The original one isn't that old. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like they're doing a little too many remakes, if you know what I mean. Like, I get it, you know, we want to bring back classic favorites, but there are just certain things that you don't touch. I'm not saying that this one is necessarily one of them. I'm just saying in general. I do love that movie. It is a classic to me. Again, how far are we going to take this one? I'm really loving this makeup right now. So I'm still probably gonna watch it, but is it my top 5 most anticipated films coming up? Not really. Now, Megan 2.0. That one necessarily wasn't a favorite for me, but it was a good movie overall. If you think about Chucky, right? Because I feel like they did this with Chucky. It was kind of a remake or a reimagining. It was the 2019 film where they made him mechanical. It wasn't so much the soul of Charles Lee Ray put into a doll. No, it was this disgruntled worker messing with the mechanics of this doll and therefore turning him into an unhinged psycho killer. Kind of the same concept with Megan. Obviously, this one was more personal. It was still nail biting, I guess you can say. Am I also gonna go see this one? Yes. Is it something I am dying to go see? No. Final Destination Bloodlines. I am super excited to see this one. All of us growing up who grew up on this era, we can never get behind one of those log hauling trucks without having PTSD or flashbacks. I will pass those trucks any day. And also someone with a septum piercing, that is probably one of my worst nightmares. That is totally setting the scene with the new trailer. Am I seeing them target a whole new generation of kids? Absolutely. Which is what it's all about. It honestly really makes you think about all of the ways that you can die. Yeah, do you remember that show, 1,000 Ways to Die? That's what Final Destination reminds me of. It's just a movie version of all the different ways that you can die because death is coming. So I would say this one is definitely top 5. Another one that I'm really excited about is Black Phone 2. I am very curious how they're gonna play this one out as well. I feel like they ended the first one on such a good note. I always get scared with these types of movies, like where's this gonna go? I feel like sequels tend to get dried out. Regardless, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll still be really good. I'm really loving this palette. Side note. So I had also heard that they are coming up with another Conjuring. Definitely be top 2 for upcoming horror films. I love the Conjuring series. It is definitely one of my favorite series, especially because a lot of them are based on true stories. That is probably one of my favorite things about movies. I wish they would even do a mini series. Those are just a few of the ones that I'm really excited about. Now, when it comes to series, I think they are coming out with some killer TV shows. So they're coming out with a Friday the 13th series called Crystal Lake that I'm super stoked about. I think Welcome to Derry, based off of it. I'm really excited for that one. They're also coming out with one on Shudder called Hell Motel. This one looks fire. Chuck, the movie guy on TikTok, actually recently did a video about it. I knew nothing about it, so he brought it to my attention. It's so hard for me to get into TV shows. I tend to rewatch the same ones over and over again. I am watching The Last of Us right now, and I'm hurt. I'm pissed. I am pissed. And those of you who know, you know. Really loving this eyeliner, by the way. I'm assuming with Welcome to Derry, they're probably going to focus more on the backstory. And as far as Crystal Lake, I'm just hoping that it is a remake, but in a series version of the original. Because let's face it, I love Jared Padalecki, but the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th just didn't really do it for me. Now, I will say it is better than Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I was super disappointed in that one. What can you do? Also, side note, I get really, really red. I'm okay. My skin just gets red. I just touch it, I scratch it, and I flare up. I don't know why. I've always had it since I was young. Now, my most anticipated TV series coming up has to be 13 Ghosts. So the movie that I remember growing up to, I don't know if this was the first horror movie that I had ever seen, but I remember begging my mom to go see this movie in theaters, which was 2001, so I had to have been 8 at the time, but I begged her to go see this movie, and she took me, and we had to leave early because I could not stop crying. I do base my love of horror around that movie because that is my earliest memory of horror movies in general. So it does have a very special place in my heart. So have I been saying and thinking that they should come out with a mini-series based off of all of the ghosts' backstories, how they came to be? Yes. And I'm super excited to know that that is actually going to be a thing. Now, they better not mess it up. I swear to God. I know I don't have much of a following, but I will raise fucking hell. And I know there's a lot of people out there who would agree with me. Now, I will say it is going to be hard to beat Matthew Lillard because he was one of my favorite characters. Let's just face it, he's a star favorite in general, in everything. I love him. You can never make me hate Matthew Lillard. Just so we're clear. But I'm very curious as to who they would cast or who they're going to cast. I honestly think it would be awesome. If you guys don't know who Pure Horror is, she's all over Instagram. She has a YouTube channel. She is a gorgeous scream queen. I would love to see Pure Horror as the angry princess. And if you go check out her page, you could definitely see why. I just think she would totally kill it. She would look absolutely beautiful. Just throwing that out there. So Pure Horror, if you're watching this, see if you can try to make that happen. Also, really loving these lips. So this is the look with the Trick or Treat palette from Glamlite. So I just kind of touched base on some movies. Now there are so many other movies and series coming out, but I'm just barely getting comfortable. Like, this is me getting comfortable in front of the camera. I at least stayed on topic this time versus going all over the place. I tend to ramble and talk about just random stuff. I'll stop mid-sentence and don't ever come back. So this is a good start. I really appreciate you guys joining me. Hopefully there are more videos to come. I'm sure there will be. I'm just figuring this all out. I will see you freaks later.